Good morning, good morning, good morning. Principal Diaz coming to you live from my living room. Sitting outside here, this beautiful window, the sun is shining. It is a glorious, glorious day. Actually, I'm not live. I'm filming this in advance and sending it to the morning announcement crew and having them do their editing behind the scenes. So the finished product is outstanding. This part of the product is kind of like my best shot, right? I'm trying to do this in one take. I don't know how to edit. I don't want to keep re-recording and re-recording because there's an organic and natural flow to the way that I present my part of the morning announcements to you, and that is take notes, figure out what you want to say, and be as simple and clear as possible. So today is Monday the 20th, or I hope you watch this Monday the 20th. It is an A day, and I'm giving you the morning announcements. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you folks that participated in our virtual karaoke using the hashtag FDHS Bronco Strong. Please continue to use that hashtag if you have things that are you want the whole school to know about your yard sign, or you're doing something pretty cool with your sporting team or your activity or your club, whatever the case may be. We'll continue to use that hashtag to social network, social connect during social distancing. And that kind of brings up a funny thought, right? We're living through a historic time, epic historic time. Have you ever wondered, because I stay up at night thinking of these things, I do, I don't know. Have you ever wondered what will the history books refer to these months, weeks, feels like years, that we have been asked to stay home and stay safe and stay 6 feet apart and not go to the stores, and things are shut down. What are they going to call it, right? Because World War, 9/11, it was 9/11, right? It happened on 9/11, and the number 9/11 is how you call it for emergencies. That makes a lot of linear sense. And World War II, the world was at war, and it was the second time the world was at war. Now, wait a minute. There were some countries that weren't at war during World War II, right? Like the good people of Liechtenstein, they were pretty neutral. The good people of Guatemala, they didn't have a dog in the fight. And boy, were there a lot of dogs in that fight. I'm just telling you. But anyway, I digress. I think this will be the social distancing event of 2020. That's kind of too long. I don't know. Sounds right. It describes the situation, but it seems a little long. Like the Spanish flu, man, you nailed it. Millions of people died. The flu came from Spain, and we were not ready. I'm glad at least we have video conferencing. Like my kid today was watching the cartoons, and the Muppets were doing a video. They were doing a Zoom meeting on the Muppets. It was hilarious, beautiful, beautiful. I think you should see, might be able to see an image of them getting together and hanging out online, kind of like the way that our teachers are conducting class. I am going all over the place with my morning announcements today. Yeah, so will this be the pandemic era of 2020, the pandemic era of the new millennium? I don't know. Um, I do have an idea. If you can think of a name for what we're going through, social distancing, whatever, send it to me and I will put it up on our poll everywhere, and I will let you guys vote to see what is the most logical name for what we're going through. And then once we do that, we're going to get with the history classes and figure out who to share this information with and how to maybe put a label on exactly what we're going through. Anyway, wanted to say thank you to everyone that participated in our virtual Spirit Week, and wanted to say thank you for everyone that participated in our virtual karaoke. I hope you guys enjoyed our top 10 list from Friday. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, there was about 3 or 4 that were pretty funny. The rest of them, I was stretching. Who knows? Um, I want to say thank you again to those that participated in the food drive. We had a food drive on Saturday and came up with a whole truck full of stuff that we're taking to donate to the Lexington. Hold on a second, because the name always escapes me. Rescue Mission. That's who we're donating it to, the Lexington Rescue Mission. They do a lot of good work here in town, and being able to support them uh, is a good thing on our end. Guys, I want to tell you that it is an A day, and we are doing our non traditional instructional day. Do a good job with your Chromebooks. Make sure that you're being appropriate and being ethical and keeping up with your classes. Remember, participation is our version of taking attendance, and you have to show that you are participating in the class. If you do a good job in the tasks asked by your teachers, you're going to earn a very good grade, and that's going to be a positive thing for your GPA. You still can earn keys money, you still can earn scholarship money. You can still do a lot of good things, even though we're in a different format. I spoke about the instructional core on Friday. That means we're still teaching, we're still learning, we're still doing a lot, we're still doing a lot to help you grow as young adults and be prepared to have a competitive advantage into the future. We're still an academy school. Your classes, your law classes, your biomedical classes, your CTE classes, the video production that we're doing for you this morning, all those things are preparing you for the future to be the best version of yourself and be successful. So really, really try to engage in the content. ACT scores are coming out. If you took your ACT score, I've been made aware that there is a way, and I'll have some more information on this probably later this week. There's a way for you to log into ACT and find your score. So some of you tech savvy folks might be able to do this and not need my help. Make sure that you're keeping up with your AP classes. Make sure that you have the study sessions that took place last Saturday or last weekend will take place again, and we're gonna have our own in-house study sessions for Douglas for the classrooms and maybe even mock exams coming up pretty soon. So do a good job keeping up with that. Let's see here. Oh, I do want to give you the survey responses from last week, and I do want to give you the survey question for this week. It's the same poll everywhere. So it's the same pollev.com. And I think they did a fancy little something or another on this side, or it might have been on this side. I'm not sure. But it's if you want to text, you can text Lester Diaz 914 to 37607, or you can go to the web pollev.com/Lester Diaz 914. So question number one: where does the FDHS fight song come from? Drum roll. Most of you guys guessed it correct. Diaz did not make it up. I actually have no idea how to compose music. I would love to have that skill set within my skill sets, but I don't. The truth is, Mr. Skaggs got permission from the Ohio State University to use their fight song. And that's what we play every time the band or the team scores a touchdown. Every time we have a pep rally, that's what we play in our gymnasium and in our stadiums and in our band room. Um, it was not a gift from the Kentucky Department of Education. That was the second highest vote getting option. Arts division. I'm not even sure if the Kentucky Department of Education has an arts division, but we want to send a big shout out to the band, Mr. Skaggs, and the great things you guys do performing our fight song. All right, let's look at the next poll that we shared last week, and that was who directed the first ever play or theater production in the history of Frederick Douglass High School. Again, Principal Diaz, who is actually into the arts, has no idea how to direct a show. And I did get a few votes, but it was not me. It was actually Mr. Meenick. And this was a tricky question. I know I shouldn't do tricky questions. This was a tricky, tricky question because one of the options was Grace Phelps, who was actually the assistant director on that show. So big shout out to the drama program. Big shout out to Mr. Meenick and Grace. You guys, we love what you guys have done. We enjoy the shows, and that is the response is Mr. Meenick to the second trivia question. And yes, I do believe he is the best drama teacher in the land. Today's poll, today's question is: the FDHS archery team has earned many accolades and awards. Who holds the school record for the all-time highest score? We've got one of the largest archery teams in the city and possibly in the state. A lot of kids participate in archery at Douglas. So who has the all-time school record? And I'll send that out and let you start responding to that immediately. I'm Lester Diaz, your principal, and it is an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity.